Hi, I'm Marcus Jackman. I'm the pastor at Copper Hills Church in Harriman, Utah. And I have an image here on the screen that I intended to show just the beginning picture of what it is like to hate disunity and to resist disunity. And I did a Google image search for Crooked Foundation. And just to prove my point, why I wanted to talk about this today, among the top five suggested searches associated with that were the Trump Foundation and the Clinton Foundation. So that just proved my point. Uh, Jesus said, "A house divided against itself cannot stand," speaking of the enemy's kingdom and the enemy's house. But that same concept holds true for us. We are in a time of incredible disunity, and we rehearse disunity in our contemporary American culture. I think we rehearse it around the world, and there's nothing new in that. Maybe we're getting better at it, or maybe it's more notorious because of the spread of social media and constant availability of news sources that are fine-tuned to our perspectives. But it's the same kind of temptation that we've always faced. We're doing a series of devotions in the book of Proverbs called The Way of Wisdom, and to be aligned with wisdom is to be aligned with the Lord's heart, to orient our lives toward his values. And Proverbs 6 speaks very clearly of the Lord's desire for unity and his hatred of disunity. A worthless person, a wicked man, goes about with crooked speech, winks with his eyes, signals with his feet, points with his finger, with perverted heart devises evil, continually sowing or planting discord, disunity. Therefore calamity will come upon him suddenly. In a moment he will be broken beyond healing. There are 6 things that the Lord hates, 7 that are an abomination to him. Again, this is a Hebrew poetic expression intensifying the Lord's hatred. There are 6 things, no, really 7. It intensifies the image of the Lord's detesting this behavior. Haughty or proud eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that make haste to run to evil, a false witness who breathes out lies, and one who sows discord. Again, creates disunity among brothers. In the first and the second half of this passage, we see that there is it's a whole body approach. That's not just one little thing, that the heart of this person who loves to create discord and disunity, it's their whole heart. They might do it with their eyes. They might signal with their feet, or within their heart they're devising evil. And again, a heart that devises wicked plans in verse 18. How are we doing that? Honestly, you and me, all of us together in this time when unity is at such a premium, when peace and understanding and mutual respect is in such short supply, when valuing each other, learning to hear one another, seems harder than ever. Are we giving ourselves instead to disunity? Are we doing that? In a lot of ways, I know we're all tempted. I know in a lot of ways I know it's happening, but I don't know the hearts of the people who are on the other end of the article, of the post, of the sign, of the demonstration. I don't know anybody else's heart. I've only got to deal with mine right now. So the honest question for you and for me is, Lord, how am I, myself? Let's not judge anybody else. Let's deal with our own hearts first. Lord, how am I tempted to create discord? How am I tempted to create or exaggerate disunity? Is what I'm doing, what I'm saying, what I'm encouraging in others, is that on the road to unity, or is it creating discord? Because the Lord hates that. It's an abomination to him. It's not just a nice little failure. Oh, come on, guys, do better. The author of Proverbs there shows us it is the Lord's heart of hatred toward it. Why? We now know better. Here on the other side of Christ's coming, his life, death, and resurrection, we see better that Jesus has died to make us one together, not to erase our differences, but to unite us in one body, in one life, in him, by faith in him, united to the Father, one Lord, one faith, one birth, one baptism, one God, and Father of all, and Lord of all. That's Christ's work. And and it is beautiful in God's sight. Are we pursuing that, or are we pursuing something else? And when we realize that we have pursued other things, we've given ourselves to it, or we're tempted unto it, what do we do? If a building gets out of plumb, if the foundation is awry, how shall we go back then to the chief cornerstone of our faith, to Jesus himself, to the picture of what it is to be in union, to be washed clean of our failure, and to be brought back into true, to create and seek and build up unity, not discord. Christ is our answer in that. Christ is the cleansing from my failure. Christ is my hope and the surety of my success as I labor in his kingdom. Christ is the chief cornerstone. In him is all the building joined together, and we grow together. It's possible. It's possible even today. It's possible. Let's pursue that. Let's not just rehearse that it is true, but let's pursue that. The Lord hates those who actively sow discord. Well, let's, in love of the Lord, in return for his love for us, let's sow unity. Let's do what we can to pursue it in our lives, hearing one another, attending to one another, valuing one another. Let's retreat to the chief cornerstone. The peace and the grace that he gives us is how we come together and how we seek peace together, because he has accomplished it with us, between us and the Father. Amen. Go in his grace and his peace today.